and began to be sorrowful and very heavy. Then saith he unto them, my soul is exceeding sorrowful. Didn't we bring that contrite? Yeah. That's what the Most High requires. All right. It said, even unto death. He said he feels so sad and sorrowful that he gonna die. I mean, I've experienced that recently, man. You feel so weak and in despair, man. You feel like your body is caving in. You can't think straight. You feel like you're gonna die from this shit. You really, you feel like you're almost there. It says, then saith he unto me, my soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here and watch with me. So he was real sad and sorrowful in this situation. Like, damn, he probably needed some comfort or whatnot. And y'all come with me, chill. Just come with me for a little bit, right? So that's why when the brothers and the elders, the apostles always bring out, like, he kind of got mad when he came back and seen them sleeping, because it was a moment of need for him, but he couldn't hold that against them because they still naive to certain things. They still learning,
right? Because the spirit is willing, but the flesh, it gets weak. It gets weak.
Even brothers, we be doing a lesson sometimes, and that's flesh take over, and you might nod off.
Hey, Moses, when they was fighting against the Amalekites, he had to hold up, he got weak. What was it, with the staff, or I think the rod or something?
Something like
that. And every time he let it down, Amalekites started winning. And then he raised it up, and they fighting. He got so tired, they had to have people hold it up for him. Because he's at the end of the day, he's a human. He has flesh.
That's right. Yep, that's right. It says, and he went a little further and fell on his face and prayed. That means, he was like, damn, the time is here. He had that little butterfly in his legs, but damn, it's about to happen. Shit, and fell like boom, And I was like, on his face, like, and prayed, saying, oh my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. And he cometh unto the disciples and findeth them asleep, and saith unto Peter, what? Could ye not watch with me 1 hour?
Hey, let me also say this. When you're in depression, time slows the fuck down.
Man,
it's like every second is like a day.
Man,
I mean, you
try to go to sleep early and shit. You wake up in the middle of the night. What the hell? I thought it was a new day. Shit.
Time.
Yeah, that's a good observation, because yes, it is. Man.
Because especially when you know what's about to happen, you know what's going to take place. Put it like this: there's been, some of us have been in a car accident, and like right when you're about to get in a car accident, it's like time slows the fuck down, and you know what's about to happen. Right, and then all of a sudden you like fuck, you know it's nothing you can do.
You black out, and then after that you come back, and then all happens that you black out. When you black out, it feel like you blacked out for a long time, but you only blacked out from that hit, that collision, boom. Then you come back from the hit. What the hell? From my face, brother. No, he went through it with me. My shit was split, but I know the Lord was casting my ass. So hey, I had to take it, But yeah, man, the brother's right, especially when you know it's about to happen. And the Lord showed me it was about to happen before I even got to that point where it happened, because I seen the car go over there. And when I was in this car, I ain't have my seatbelt on. That's how I know it was the Lord. I ain't have my seat. I supposed to went. We T-boned the car. Boom, stop immediately. They died. I supposed to went out that one. No seatbelt. The only thing that happened, my head hit the deck. Boom.
You said they died?
Yeah, one of them died. But yeah, where we at? And then 41, it says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. That's what we just bringing out, So, like the brother said, the flesh is willing, the spirit is weak, you know what I mean? Like, that's the same thing that happened to us brothers. Once we do the work, man, some of us brothers got a bigger gas tank than the other. But we still trying to increase that brother's gas tank still too, you know what I'm saying? Got to upgrade you. It says,
from a
made it the superior.
Yeah, or from the what they got the 1.5 liter to a 3 liter or something like that. You know, a bigger gas tank. Let's take that one out and put in a bigger gas tank. When you upgrade in the spirit. He went away. He went away again the second time and prayed, saying, "Damn!" He went away the second time again, saying, prayed, saying, "Oh my Father, if this cup may not pass away from me except I drink it, thy will be done." And he came and found them again asleep, for their eyes were heavy. And he left them and went away again and prayed the third time, saying the same words. Then cometh he to his disciples and saith unto them, "Sleep on now and take your rest," because he understood. Damn, he ain't answering shit.
Right, then that makes you more depressed when you praying and
but
praying.
it kind of make you calm and accept it too.
Right.
Because he was shaking and he probably sweating blood and all of that stuff. The first couple times he went to pray again, and the Lord didn't give him a sign or say anything, so it's kind of like, I already know I had to do anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
just needed that confirmation.
Yep,
like,
I need that confirmation.
Right.
Damn.
Hey, shoot, the angel had to minister to Yahawashi after he fasted.
Yep.
So just think that when he knows that his hour coming.
Yeah, because he said my hour's not coming. He sold that to his mom before he did the wine thing.
Yeah.
He said, "Let the party keep going." You know, Yahawashi ain't no party pooper. All right, that's how we know we gonna get it in the kingdom. All right. Hey, and it could have been for his mama, because Jake with their mama and everything. Damn, mama, But yeah, it says, and he came and found them again. Well, I already read that. Then cometh he to his disciples and said to them, "Sleep on now and take your rest. Behold, the hour is at hand, and the Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us be going. Behold, he is at hand that doeth betray me." And while he yet spake, lo, Judas, one of the 12, came, and with him a great multitude with swords and staffs from the chief priests and elders of the people. So that's the whole gist of it, speaking about knowing what's going to happen, but still being afraid. But the Lord has got you in a controllable state to where you're not going to be out of controllably, I guess, afraid. You can say, because the Lord got your back in the end. You think Yahawashi in the flesh, you think that he could have did all of that stuff that he did? I mean, even though he knew he was sanctioned by the Heavenly Father to be a sacrifice, do you think that he was going to have to go and endure all of that sacrifice? You think, when you thought probably, back then they just crucified you or beheaded you, right? No, they didn't do that to him. They did way more than that to him. You probably thinking it's gonna be quick. It's gonna be a quick death. Yeah, I'll die. I ain't afraid to die. And then then next thing you know, they torturing your ass. You know what I'm saying? You rethink things really quick. You see what I'm saying?
And also, like when you are depressed, and you're going through depression. One thing you want to do is you want to be by yourself.
Oh man.
You could be like going through the worst time of your life. You want to be completely by yourself. Because that gives you some type of sense. You can think, a little bit, rethink life, all, what's going to happen, stuff like that. Yep. Now imagine it's happening in front of everybody. Now at that point, you don't want to be by yourself, but you being ridiculed, and you the king, and you being ridiculed in front of everybody. So that's even worse. That's why the people that pierced them, they got that shit coming. Because you looked on them at an hour, you actually partook in that. Some kings, if you look at them wrong, you remember when you were younger, a lot of times Jake got into fights because you looked at them wrong. Or either you said something about their mom or you looked at them wrong. So here is, our king, y'all mocked him and all that stuff. So you gotta pay for stuff like that. That was a real harsh hour because he couldn't be able to, enjoy that by himself. He had to endure that in front of, everybody.
Right, exactly. That's why they say his glory gonna be higher than the others. There's gonna be, he's the Alpha and Omega. He was the first, he's the beginning and the end. All right? And that's why we strive to be like him. So we can partake of that glory. That's the whole reason that we come out here and we stand 365 what is it? How many? 52 weeks in a year?
Yep.
52 weeks of the year we out here. 52 times a year we come out here for the Most High in the sun, in the cold, in the winter, in the hottest days, in the rain, and we preach this word out of the King James, and the Apocrypha 1611, Zondervan Bible Dictionary, other sources that support the things that support the scriptures and backs it up. And it fulfills prophecy, proves the fulfillment of prophecies, such as the diaspora, the 70 AD, Rome sacked Jerusalem, and over 1 million black slaves fled into Africa. We know about all that history, so we come out here and we try to tell our people about it. And maybe if you don't believe, maybe you can pass this video on to somebody that does believe. Just because you don't have the faith built up yet. So you know, if any of you brothers got any closing scriptures you want to get into, or you got a lesson or something?
Ezekiel 9.
So we can get it in.
Talking about, can you prepare that? Let's do
I'll get it for you. Yeah, get that precept. I get the Ezekiel 9.
You know, just dealing with Yahawashi, you know, because you know, basically that moment he was going through, or that trial he was going through, you know, basically he didn't have the spirit of fear on him, you know what I'm saying? He manned up,
yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he stepped up to the plate, you know, and that's the same thing, you know, us brothers got to do in this truth, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for people that's watching the videos, you know, that's on the fence,
yep.
You know, like crossing the line and, you know,
he was there.
Wondering how it's going to be, you know, if you came out, you know what I'm saying? How it's going to be to, you know, to be out on the streets, you know, and publicly speak, you know, to the people and bring out this truth, you know what I'm saying? It is a scary thing, you know what I'm saying?
You got to throw in it too.
Yeah, and not to know who's going to, you know, come up and talk shit or scoff or, you know, or threaten you.
Throw something
you know,
at you.
Yeah, you know, this is the real deal out here, you know what I'm saying?
This is an ancient life. It's an ancient life.
You know, but I wanted to get this precept right quick. This is 2 Timothy 1:7. It says, "For the Most High have not given us the spirit of fear,
That's right.
but of power and of love,
That's right.
and of a sound mind. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of Yahweh by Hashem Yahawashi,
That's right.
nor of me his prisoner, but be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to the power of the Most High." You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's you know, this thing is bittersweet, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take the good with the bad, you know? And yeah, you can't, you know, it's what I want to say, you got the spirit of fear, and then you got the fear of the Lord, and they kind of go together. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really had the spirit of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, or what he can do to you for going off, or you're not doing something that he commanded you to do, you know what I'm saying, that spirit of fear is out the window, you know what I'm saying? You got to man up. That's like a part of like being perfect, you know what I'm saying? When you're going to being perfected, it's about growing up, you know what I'm saying? It's about you know, being fearless, basically, you know what I'm saying? You can't worry what people gonna, you know, say about you, or who gonna see you, you know what I'm saying? This down to how, you know, how crazy you may look to your family. It's like, the hell with all that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they reference the word of man over the word of the Heavenly Father. You know, and you, like he said, like that's like we had to do the same self-evaluation before we came out here, because the Spirit compelled us. The power of Christ compels you. You know, that's pretty much what it was. The Spirit was like burning in you, and you was like, I can't take it. I know this is what you want me to do, Lord, but how do I do it? Like, all of you might not come out here. Some of you might come out here sometimes, but the point is that you teach. You got people that teach in the inside. You got couples that teach together. You got, like, it's different walks. We Hebrew is like nation. It's not gonna be just one dude doing this. You're gonna have sisters out there teaching sisters. You're gonna have groups. You're gonna have a marriage, a couple teaching couples, and you know, like, cause the Lord cover all aspects. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have people out there that do all kinds of things, cause the Lord is not confined to no one thing. You know, the Lord, when we go to Genesis, I believe it's around 32, where the Lord is establishing the tabernacle. The Lord required everybody for help. Anybody that was willing to offer, he required everyone. The women, the men, the young men, to part and play. What did they do? They made the curtains, maybe the pomegranate, the bells, the staves, did the gold coating. You had the people that set up the whole, the garments for the Levites. You had all of that. And who you think did that? That wasn't only just men. You had women. They built the tabernacle with us. So we got to understand and recognize that. It's not all going to be plain cut like that. We growing now. As a nation, we're growing. That means we're going to expand. All right, you're going to see things that's not going to look normal, you know? You want me to grab the Maccabees 11 now?
Yeah.
And what verse?
Oh, you start at verse 1.
It's 2nd Maccabees, and you still want that Ezekiel 9?
Yeah.
All right. Maccabees chapter 11, verse 1, it says, not long after this, Lysias, the king's protector and cousin, who also managed the affairs, took sore displeasure for the things that were done. And when he had gathered about 80,000, with all the horsemen, he came against the Jews, thinking to make the city an habitation of the Gentiles.
Right. So, this is where, you know, getting into fear.
Yep. It says,